Failure. That word alone can send shivers down your spine. Fear of failure has stopped more dreams than failure ever will. But what if failure isn't something to be feared? What if it's the key to unlocking your greatest potential? Here's the truth. Everyone who has achieved massive success has failed more times than you could imagine. The difference between them and most people? They didn't let failure stop them. They let it fuel them. In today's video, we're diving into 5 quotes that will completely change your perspective on failure. By the end of this video, failure will no longer be an enemy, but an ally on your journey to financial success and living a life of abundance. Stick around, because what you hear today might just be the turning point you've been waiting for. Let's kick this off with a quote from one of history's greatest leaders, Winston Churchill. Success is not final. Failure is not fatal. It is the courage to continue that counts. Think about this for a second. We've all experienced some form of success, right? Whether it's landing a new job, hitting a financial goal, or even something as simple as mastering a skill. But here's the plot twist: that success doesn't last forever. It's fleeting, just like failure. Churchill's words remind us that success and failure are both temporary. What truly matters is having the courage to keep going after a setback. But let me ask you this: when was the last time you felt like giving up? How different would your life look if you had kept going? Imagine if Steve Jobs gave up after being fired from Apple. Would we all still be carrying around our Nokia 3310s, playing Snake? Now here's one to sink your teeth into. Failure is the condiment that gives success its flavor. Think about it. Would success even feel satisfying if it came easily? Failure is what makes success taste so sweet. It's the contrast that highlights the win. Like adding hot sauce to your taco, it makes it exciting. Without that spice, success would be bland. Let's get real. Every financial decision you make, every risk you take, there's a chance it could fail. But those who fear failure never taste the true rewards. And here's where things get juicy. The more you fail, the better you get. It's like seasoning. You have to keep adding it to perfect the flavor. And trust me, the taste of success after a failure is unmatched. But what if we told you failure isn't just about adding flavor? It's also your most valuable teacher. Henry Ford, the man who revolutionized the automobile industry, dropped this gem. The only real mistake is the one from which we learn nothing. Here's the harsh truth. Failure itself isn't the problem. It's how we react to it. When you fail, and let's be real, you will. Your job isn't to dwell on the loss. It's to dig through the rubble and find the lesson. Ask yourself, what did you learn the last time something didn't go your way? Did you adapt, or did you let the failure stop you? Here's a secret. The most successful people know that each failure teaches you something new. You didn't lose the game. You just learned how to play it better next time. It's like getting rejected on a first date. Sure, it stings, but you probably learned not to start with, "So, what's your credit score?" If failure is the best teacher, then who's to say it isn't also a stepping stone? This brings us to Thomas Edison. The man who lit up the world said, "I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work." Can you imagine failing thousands of times, yet still having the audacity to say you haven't failed? That's the mindset that changes lives. Edison understood that failure was part of the process. Each time he failed, he was actually narrowing down his path to success. Now, here's a little plot twist for you. What if every failure you've experienced so far was simply a step toward finding what will work? You're not failing. You're learning what doesn't work, and every time you do, you're closer to unlocking the door to financial success and living the rich lifestyle you've dreamed of. So, next time something doesn't go your way, don't throw in the towel. Instead, grab a notebook, jot it down, and say, well, that's one less way to waste my time. And finally, fall 7 times, stand up 8. A simple yet powerful reminder that no matter how many times life knocks you down, you've got to get back up. Imagine the urgency in this. Every time you fail and stand back up, you're building resilience. You're creating a mindset that says, I will not be defeated. Think about it. You're one step away from something great. Maybe it's that one financial investment, that one business idea, that one breakthrough. But if you stay down, you'll never know. The difference between living an average life and an extraordinary one lies in how many times you're willing to get back up. But here's the real question. How many times are you willing to rise? Now that you know failure isn't the end but a stepping stone, you're already ahead of the game. But what happens when you feel like giving up? When that little voice in your head tells you to stop? Quotes to keep going when you feel like giving up, where we dive deeper into how to push through when you're on the brink of quitting. Because trust me, you're closer to success than you think.